Hello Scrappy Crafters, this is Renee with Scrappy Ray Paper Crafts. I'm here to show you another alternative card using the Daydream March 2025 Paper Pumpkin Kit from Stampin' Up. This is a gorgeous kit. It has enough to make 9 cards featuring daisies and some die cuts. It also has 2 stamp sets this month, which is really cool because it gives you more variety. And then we have an add-on kit. I didn't pull the whole thing out, but what applies to this month is the honeycomb and the bee. I haven't used them yet on these cards, but keep watching, I just may. So for today's card, I'm going to use this card base. I've already got one here scored, so I'll set this one aside. And then, since you know I'm all about using the scraps, I'm going to use this circle from this piece that belongs on another card. And then I'm going to use a piece of the honeycomb. Then I've taken this die cut and I cut it right along this leaf. I'm not sure if you can see where the color changes. I cut it along there, and then I cut it again along this leaf right here. So I ended up with 3 pieces. These 2 end pieces are on another card, and then I'll use just this center piece, this piece right here, on today's card. So I have that, and then I have an additional daisy, and then I'm going to use rhinestones with Mossy Meadow blender pen and a Mossy Meadow stamp set or ink pad, and then the stamp that I'm using is Wishing You Brighter Days Ahead. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll start by coloring my gems. Light pressure on here is all you need. If you do not care for the Mossy Meadow, you can definitely change over to the Crushed Curry, or I do believe Lemon Lolly is another color in here. You could do that one. Daffodil Delight, whatever suits your fancy. But I like green, so that's what I chose. All right, we'll set that aside. And then what you're going to do with the card is you're going to fold it in half like you normally would, then open it up and fold it to where it's white in front of you. If you prefer to put a score line, you can. It would be 2 1/8 inches, but really all you're going to do is fold it back on itself and then burnish all of your folds so that it lays flat. Okay? That's it. That's all you're going to do. Then, I need a piece of scrap. I used a scrap envelope piece on the last card. I'll use a piece of Very Vanilla and cut that out for my inside piece. My inside piece is going to measure 2 inches, I believe. Let's see here. 2. It'll be 2 by 5 3/8. Yep, 2 by 5 3/8. And my cardstock is already 5 1/2, so I'm going to cut a 2-inch piece and then cut it down to 5 3/8. So that is one nice thing about having my card bases already cut. I have a whole tray of card bases. They're already cut to 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. Some of them are scored and some of them are not, but they're all labeled. I used the label maker to create my labels, sort my cards, and then if I need a piece, I can just pop it out really quick. Okay. So then we're going to take this piece, we're going to turn it over, because I don't want this to show. We're going to turn it over, and I'm going to use the Mossy Meadow. I don't think I'm going to use the Memento. I thought about it, but then I decided not to. And I'm going to stamp my sentiment. It really doesn't matter where on here you stamp it, because your flowers are going to fill in the gap. Okay, so that's it for my stamping. I may pull in my honeycomb just for some texture on here. And that one I would do in basic beige. You don't have to put it on there, and it will take up some of your space, but I think that's what I want to do, just to give it a little bit of texture. And if you want to do second generation, you can do that as well. Just don't re-ink. See, it comes out lighter. And then maybe avoid where you want your words. And then that'll give you an area to write inside, but it's still a little decorative. Right, now I'll say I'm finished. Okay, so then this piece is going on this flap right here. You can use your Stampin' seal. That might be out. Nope. Or you can use glue. Either one would work fine. And then you're just going to center this on the flap. And that gives you an area to write your message. And then when you close it, it will not be visible. This piece, we want to take it, and I want mine sort of down a little so that you can see that. We're only going to put adhesive on this part right here so that the card will still open. So I think I'm about out of tape. And then I'll center it kind of towards the bottom. That's where I think I want it. Put that on there. This is such a simple card. Again, I'm going to put some tape on here. Might be better to use Tombow glue. I don't know. See if I tear it. We'll see what happens. All right, I'm going to put that there. I think I will pull out my Tombow for this little honeycomb. I don't necessarily want to try putting tape on it. Although if you have the glue mat, you could definitely do the tape. It will not stick to the glue mat. It's pretty awesome. All right, I want to put this on here. Maybe angle it a little more. There we go. And then this piece, I'm going to lift up this leaf carefully. And then I'm going to put this one under, but I'm going to use a dimensional to put it on. So you might need to, if you use glue, you might need to tap down on your honeycomb to get it to stick. And then I'll put my dimensionals. I'm going to use minis to make sure I get some secure connections on my little petals. There we go. And then it's just a matter of putting this on and adding my embellishments, and then I am finished. Another very quick card using parts from the paper pumpkin kit that allows you to make alternatives. Kind of cute. All right, I need just a tiny drop of glue on the end of this. Hold it on there. Tiny drop. That was too much. We'll just blot it off. It's a nice thing about this glue. If you blot it off, you won't be able to tell that it's on there. And that is tape showing through. And if you have tape showing through, there is a gum eraser. This is a pretty cool tool. You can tell I use a lot. A gum eraser, just lightly go over and it will pick up the extra tape. It will pick up the glue if you allow the glue to dry first. It will not pick up wet glue. And it will only pick up the Tombow that's repositionable. It's not going to pick up another glue that's meant to be permanent. So just a fun tip to remember, have one of these handy, and then it will pull away your excess tape and you won't see any shininess coming through. And then put my lid back on so my glue doesn't dry out. And my last thing to add are the gems. Yeah, dimensionals aren't going to be added. We're going to add the gems that I colored at the very beginning of the video. Like I said, if you don't like the green, you can definitely add yellow. Yellow would be cute on here. I just like the green, so that's what I went with. Where do I want to put this? That's always the hard part, trying to decide where to put it. And I'll put it right there. Put one there. And then one more. We want them to be in a triangle. So maybe we'll go there. Okay, and if you wanted, you could take Wink of Stella and do some honeycomb. Maybe I'll do that while we're watching, just to add some more bling to the card. And it really doesn't matter if you do all of them. It just adds a little layer. Feel free to do all of them if you want, but I am not going to sit here and do all of them. Just enough to show you. And then if you don't have enough ink coming out, mine is almost empty, you can squeeze it, but don't squeeze it too much because then you'll end up with a big blob of glitter on your card, and that will not be pretty. It doesn't come off very easy either, so just don't squeeze too hard. We'll go one inside of there. I thought about putting it on the daisy center, but the daisy centers are supposed to be fuzzy, so I figured that wouldn't be very pretty. So here we go. Just an added layer to these cards. So if you like these videos, please give me a thumbs up and share them. And then go to Facebook and find me at Scrappy Ray Paper Crafts to find more tips, tricks, and card ideas. And then I'm thinking that I'm going to start doing a subscription PDF where I will make alternative cards just like I'm doing now, except that I will have some that are exclusive to my subscribers, meaning those who order the paper pumpkin kits through me. Then I will send them a PDF, exclusive PDF of 3 alternate cards that can be made using the kit, and those cards would not be visible on YouTube. They would only be sent to the subscribers. So I should put some on the inside. Make it go all the way through. So, and you see when you open the card, this goes right there. So the alternative is the white on the back of the card is not written on, so you could write a message on the back. You could write it, you know, right there, or you can flip it over and write it right there. So there you go. Another very quick, can you see the shimmer on there? Very quick and easy card using parts from the paper pumpkin kit. Thank you. Have a great day.